Seriously, though. Who will I be alone?
In a post-finale interview with Vanity Fair, Sarah Jessica Parker called that, and just like that scene, the crucible of Carrie Bradshaw.
I've never lived alone without the thought that I wouldn't be alone for long.
And you might have noticed that SJP's eyes were a little watery in that scene. Sarah Jessica says, I was really struggling holding it together. I was with Kristen, and that's always really sentimental. Michael's like, maybe we should do one when you're not sobbing? Well, she wasn't sobbing in the take that made it there. So there you go. But now it looks like that USA Today was sobbing over the finale, and not in a good way. They called the episode a major letdown for Carrie Bradshaw and for fans. Well, Sarah Jessica told the New York Times that she absolutely likes where Carrie landed before the credits rolled. Writer-director Michael Patrick King detailed on the Writers' Room podcast of how they approached that landing.
The chaos of everybody else's families and everybody else's friends and everybody's disastrous life was all put in motion so that Carrie could walk in and feel the calm and the beauty
and the
of
peace.
Her life.
And making the final soundtrack choice was Carrie. Well, Sarah Jessica. Yeah, Barry White's You're My First, My Last, My Everything.
We went through many songs, but that was the one that we all sort of felt, and Sarah Jessica felt, because it was unexpected, but also you needs to carry her around.
And say what you want about the plot, but I think we all can agree that Carrie looks spectacular in her final look.
And we talked forever with Molly and Danny about what's Carrie's final outfit going to be. And it wound up, we went in and out of a million things, and they wound up saying with Sarah Jessica, it's going to be tulle. And it's going to have a kind of an amazing
but less
sparkle.
of a girlish color.
It definitely felt like a little nod to Carrie's tulle look in the opening credits for Sex and the City.
But there were many conversations because she's in this outfit for 9 scenes from now on.
Too late for pie?
Never, no. Miranda's in the powder room on her knees. Spoiler alert, the reason why, not great.
They try everything, and then you think, what's the outfit that's going to continually amuse, not be so pushy? You think, that's ridiculous. I'm tired of looking at that. And they came up with this, and as it goes on, it just, every time the light hits that top in every scene, I'm like, hee. They picked right.
How could you forget that?
I've got it right.
And Elisa Carey finishing her book with the line that was the signal for Michael Patrick King. There was time to end the show just like that.
That became the entire reason we were doing this episode.
The woman realized she was not alone. She was on her own.
Sarah Jessica and the And Just Like That Instagram accounts shared a poster of that line after the finale aired.
In the back of my mind, I thought, Aiden, maybe Aiden.
Sarah Jessica told the New York Times that she did not think that Carrie should have ended up with Aiden. And she told Vanity Fair, in regards to the ending, it honors the audience. It doesn't just exploit them in some way.
I think she feels pretty steady. I don't think it feels like forbidding or shameful. I think it feels like opportunity and a kind of liberty that's very different in this decade of her life, and we'll see.
Showing Carrie alone, it meant that there was no scene in the finale that had the trio all together, which disappointed a lot of fans. But Sarah Jessica defends that decision, saying, maybe the difference this time around is that there's a confidence in not having to paint a portrait of a threesome because the friendships are so rich. So I don't think we had to do that this time, because there's decades of profound intimacy and friendship among these women. Girl, you're my reality. And when it comes to that final shot of Carrie reflected in the vintage mirror and then walking out of frame, Sarah Jessica says, I don't know what it means yet, and I'm not sure I will for some time. It was a very simple ending, and I suspected that was the way the ending was going to go. Showing her at peace with being alone.
I think it's a very fitting journey and a very interesting last image that it's almost not direct, but diffused. And she looks like she's from another time or a current moment. I don't know.
I think it's going to be very affirming for many women.
I hope so.
Yeah, but the review's not good at all. But what'd you think of the And Just Like That finale?
You're the first.